next class, the 2026 class, is starting to heat up a little bit, but we'll actually start today, D, with a class of 2025 prospect in Ty Haywood, who looks like he's on the verge of a commitment here.
Yeah, a lot of buzz that Ty Haywood, the longtime Alabama commit, did not sign on signing day. Alabama, according to reports, got frustrated that he was flirting with Michigan, decided, hey, just, go ahead and go there if that's what you want to go. He ends up visiting Michigan, and all reports indicate that he is heading in that direction. And if it takes place, Michigan has landed a huge, huge piece of its offensive puzzle to build around number one overall recruit Bryce Underwood. And man, if you're Michigan, it has been one success after another in the last, say, month and a half, really since that Ohio State game, since the Bryce Underwood commit, really. This has been trending in the right direction for the Michigan Wolverines. So talking about Ty Haywood, 6'5", 285 from Dallas, Texas, Ryan High School, 5-star player, number 18 player overall in America, number 4 offensive tackle. And the key, when you look at his huddle, Pete, what you're going to pull up here is power. This is somebody with a 58-6 personal record in the shot put. That is extremely explosive. And when you watch him here, the frame stands out, right? I mean, he looks lean, he's in shape, but he has the exact body type you want in a college football playoff caliber tackle. But look at the drive and look at the power in his hands. When you have that kind of shot put that he has on the track, that is explosive power, which allows you to just knock guys back off the ball in the run game. Also helps you in pass protection, but really the run blocking and power is what stands out with Haywood. He does have athleticism. He's verified athleticism as well, has always tested well at the combine circuit. Visited FSU and TCU during his first round of visits, but this is trending towards a Michigan commit. You look at Michigan. We talked about Bryce Underwood, Andrew Babaloa, the 5-star offensive tackle from Kansas. Now you potentially have 2 5-star offensive tackles with a 5-star quarterback. You are already a top 10 class. You move up even higher with the commitment or the signing of a Ty Haywood. You got Avery Gaja, Caden Strayhorn from IMG there to also fill out that offensive line. So, Coach Moore, we know he loves his offensive linemen. This would be an on-brand pickup and somebody that would fit perfectly alongside Babaloa in front of Underwood.
And when I watch this tape, you talk about the power. I'm looking at the flexibility and the bend that he has in his knees. I mean, this is a very tall tackle, which obviously the tackles are in today's day and age are taller and leaner and more athletic than they had been in the past because they have to deal with these pass rushers. But these taller tackles, a lot of times, if they're waist benders, they're losing that leverage leaning forward. This guy has really nice bend at the knees, really flexible, is able to stay powerful even through some of that flexibility. And you see him, getting into the open field, getting downfield, the total package here. And it's a no-brainer why this is a top 20 player in the class.
Yeah, and you see some of that verified athleticism when he gets out there in space. But look, this is Michigan. Even if they have Bryce Underwood, they are going to be physical up front. It is not going to be a finesse offense, no matter if you have the number 1 quarterback in the country. We saw what they did with number 1 first-round type quarterback in J.J. McCarthy. Still was a run-based offense. I think with Bryce Underwood, who he himself has the ability to run, I think you'll see that. But again, this would be, and it looks like all signs pointing in this direction, a natural fit with Michigan, with Babaloa, with Underwood. And look at the versatility of Coach Moore and his staff to be able to go to Kansas for Babaloa and then deep into the heart of Texas, Dallas, Texas, one of the most contested recruiting areas in country. Probably, I'd say Dallas and Atlanta, if you're talking about battleground cities where you have all the big boys trying to get players, whether it's Texas A&M, Oklahoma, all the SEC schools really. And then for Michigan, from the Midwest, from the Big Ten, to go into the heart of Texas and grab a player like this would be a major, major statement. Again, you already went into Kansas to grab Babaloa. So going outside of your territory to get players that can help you win a championship with your homegrown quarterback, Bryce Underwood.
Are you surprised with the timing of when these predictions started to leak the afternoon of the national championship game where Ohio State was playing? And you know that Michigan's been working on this one for a while. So I find the timing rather peculiar, so to speak. But Nothing would be better for the Wolverine fans than to get that commitment to Pop today.
Well, I think he visited, right? So that's part. So he visited, I want to say, this weekend. So that's where a lot of the momentum is coming from. But this game could not be bigger as far as national championship last year, Michigan, national championship this year, Ohio State, during Ohio State's national championship year and Michigan's rebuilding year. Michigan beats Ohio State. You add Bryce Underwood to the mix. You got Jeremiah Smith, the best player in the country, coming back for Ohio State. A new quarterback somewhere, whether it's Julian Sane, whether it's somebody else. This rivalry is looking extremely marquee. Not that it wasn't already, but even more so in the next few years, because you have proven now both of these programs are championship programs at the same time, which hasn't always been the case. A lot of times one's been down, one's been up, and even Michigan, when they're down a little, obviously can still beat Ohio State, and both of them had that recent championship pedigree. Michigan looking to restock the talent. This would be a huge, huge, huge move that fits in exactly with what they are as a program and would expand their geographic footprint.